All right, so it's time to look at the process of creating creators. What specifically is involved in bringing a creator into this world? The first step is always soul creation. Why? Because a creator is a spiritual being. Now, we have bodies as human beings, but the body is the housing, it's the creative engine that allows us to express our free-willed nature, which resides exclusively within the spiritual soul. So the soul creation, which can only be done by God, is always the first step. Now, once that is complete and a soul has been formed, then our work begins. Although God creates you, He's not going to create for you. So as you receive His knowledge, He doesn't expect you to reiterate His knowledge specifically. He gave you free will. So you receive His knowledge, then you interpret His knowledge, and you express it spiritually through your own perspective. That's what He wants. That's what creation wants. Creation does not need a dictation from God. Creation wants your unique perspective upon God. Then material creation can begin. Once there's unique spiritual knowledge within your soul, then thoughts, emotions, and actions can be brought forth, translating that spiritual knowledge into something that makes sense for the world. And your mind, heart, and body are very good at this. They're very skilled at translating you and your spiritual knowledge into something that makes sense for the world around you. So then we can see that God establishes the creator, the soul embodies the creative nature, and then the body expresses that. So God establishes, the soul embodies, and then the body expresses. So that's how not only a creator is formed, but our creative nature comes into the world around us. So let's go a little further here. How are creators created? In Creators Academy, we view this from a very simple understanding. From birth to age 10, we focus on creating professional skills. These are skills of communication, calculation, and cultivation. These are the basic, English, math, science, those types of things where you learn how to communicate with the world around you. But beneath this is the understanding that each soul is unique. These tools that we have, thoughts, emotions, and actions, are used to start to uncover the mysterious nature of each human being. So the real drive from ages 0 to 10 is discovering the unique identity of the human being. Then from ages 11 to 15, the students are placed inside professional level creations. The primary responsibility of teachers in Creators Academy is to be developing a professional level creation that's going to produce real value for the world. So this follows God's example in the 7 days of creation. He created this professional level creation that we call Earth, and then He placed us in it, and He said, work with me, learn from me, but create your own expressions. And the teachers follow this model by creating this exciting value producing engine that's going to produce something tangible in the world, and they bring the students in. They say, come join me in this project. Create your own unique expressions, but towards a specific goal that I'm laying out. And the students develop their skills within that professional level creation, and by the ages of 16 to 19, they start coming up with a natural inclination to break away and create their own professional level creations, because they've now been involved in this process. They've seen finances, they've seen marketing, they've seen the creative process of developing thoughts, emotions, and actions, constantly improving the systems. Then they start to get motivated to develop their own professional level creations. And that, of course, perpetuates this cycle that benefits the whole. There's always going to be more professional level creations as long as this process is followed, which will allow the upcoming generations to join in and develop their skills within those creations. So cultivating skills inside professional level creations prepares for greatness. So why are creators created? There's a lot that goes into this. Teachers constantly improving these professional level creations that are going to bless the world. Students involving themselves, developing their skills. Why do this? First, Creators are spiritual directors. If you look at creation around you, the trees, the animals, the ocean, everything's just there ready, waiting for something. All these resources just ready to be utilized. What's it waiting for? Spiritual directors. Souls that are walking with the Creator, but want to bring a unique interpretation of the Creator into the world. And those resources are all ready and waiting for those spiritual directors. But we're not just spiritual. We also have material bodies. We're the actors. We give the cues to the world around us. We don't need to lay it out step by step by step. Creation's very good at adapting when they can see an actor. The reason we need a body is because creation can't see the spiritual. They can't see your soul. Trees can't see your spiritual nature, your free will, your desires, your knowledge, but they can see your body. And your body knows how to translate your spiritual nature, your thoughts, into thoughts, emotions, and actions that make sense for the world. So your body's the actor, and your soul is the director. That makes you unique in this world that we live in. You are a dual world being. You're spiritual in your soul, and you're material in your body. But you're a fusion of both. That allows you to direct and to act. You're a part of the show, but you're also running the show. That's an exciting place to be. And that's what creation's looking for. That's why God created us, to be these dual world beings. And that's why we want to continually be in the process of creating creators. Because only human beings bring unique spiritual knowledge into material creation. So then, who creates creators? Behind all this work, these professional level creations, the students, the teachers, who actually does the creating? God plants. He first forms the soul, but he must do more than that. Because in the Garden of Eden, we rebelled, brought about spiritual death, and now our soul is lifeless. Fortunately, he made a way through the death of his Son, and by grace, through our faith, he brings forth miraculous spiritual transformation into the soul, and now we have life. However, that's not a one-time event. He is a flowing expression of life. So each moment he plants you, he fills you with his knowledge, and he expects you, as a creator who's like him, to express that knowledge that he gives you in unique ways. So as God plants the creator, the teachers then cultivate the creator. The teachers cultivate these amazing, exciting creations that are going to deliver value into the world. That allows students to enter that creation and develop their skills with guidance, with direction, with purpose, but for the intent of tangibly, financially delivering value into the world that we live in. And then lastly is the students. The students grow themselves. Teachers don't grow students. Students grow themselves. That's how it works. The soul is the only one who can direct the mind, heart, and body. Teachers are not supposed to be telling students how to think, feel, or act. And if you look at human history, human beings always resist when anybody comes along and tries to tell them how to think, feel, or act. Why? Because it's the responsibility of the soul alone. So the teachers enter and bring these students into this professional level creation, but then the students must grow themselves. They must understand the purpose of the creation, what it's intending to do. They must involve themselves in the process, but the students must grow themselves. So that's the responsibility of students. So then we can see that God plants, teachers cultivate, and students grow. That's who creates creators.